Right. Good afternoon, everyone. I think we were able to discuss some parts of lesson six and swine production last time. So to proceed, just short recap of what we started in lesson six. Uh, yeah, I think we're able to discuss this one, the start of training for boar. It's between 6 and 1 to 7 months. Dummy saw is actually a device used for training. And okay, so we're done with this, I believe. The training procedures. In training procedures, the board must be stimulated. And there are some ways to stimulate the board. It's just a recap. Number one is you can stimulate the board when you expose that board to a sow or a gelt or a boar adjacent to its pen. So yeah, that's one way to stimulate the board. And another thing, you can stimulate the board using a dummy soap. Exposing the board to a dummy soap can actually uh, be used for stimulating that exposing. Uh, Another thing, if the board do not know how to mount, you can actually uh, allow that board to observe already trained board on how to mount the dummy suit. Okay, so do may ma-demonstrate something like that. So that's how one way to train or to stimulate the board you are trained. It get exposed every day to dummy so or kung di pagid place the dummy so to the home or to the pen of the boarding so and di pagid mag-mount uh, ejaculate sa farmer ang more and then mag-mount sa i-mount ipa-help then mount sa dami para ma-associate as ang ejaculation to mounting. I think that's one way of training the boar. Okay. And during training, if there is an ejaculation in the production of semen should be evaluated. Uh, In terms of volume, for example, it should be 25 to 170 mLs per semen per ejaculation. In terms of appearance, it should be opaque white. Like for example, the picture, the left side picture, that should be the good appearance of a semen. Now, if there are some discoloration, red coloration in the semen, it's an indication that uh, the boar producing the kind of semen has some uh, infections or diseases. In terms of small and odor, siyempre kung medyo may baho sa kanila, there's a possibility of infection for the boar. In terms of concentration, a good concentration of 3 billion spermatozoa per dose of 100 ml is a good indicator that the sperm produced by a boar is good. This is under the lens of microscope. So by just looking at the sperm, cannot say that there's 3 billion spermatozoa. It's just an estimate actually, but of course under the microscope na. Okay? During summer, the lactation requirement should be at least 6 billion sperm cells per dose. It's recommended. It's because there's a possibility of negative effect to the sperm because of the high temperature. So as much as possible, high requirements ang concentration sa spermatozoa sa during summer is because there's a big possibility that those spermatozoa are not are dead, hindi sila active, did not fertilize the egg. So that's why taas ang requirements. Motility, something to do with the movement. 70% of the sperm cells should be moving or active. Morphology naman nga, it is the physiological appearance of the sperm cells. Dapat normal ang cells. At least 75% normal. Normal in the sense that they have no head defects, mid-piece defects, or tail defects. Small, misshapen, or double head, wang niya ulo yung sperm daan do ulo naman na. Pati ya ulo ya bilog siya, medyo oval. Kung medyo duwagan yung ulo, that is an indication of defects. So kung sa mid-piece naman niya lawas, swollen or bent midsection, tiko, dapat palapas, straight lang siya. Siyempre yung tail niya gamay compare sa ulo. Pero ano ganito, ulong-ulong ang batas ng paka. Tail defects, curved, coiled, missing tails. They're cases nga muna. But of course, and this is under the microscope. Okay, now breeding load. Some boars reach the age of maturity at 110 to 147 days, or about 5 months, but they're still too young to serve as sire of the herd or maging tatay or lumuon nga layo na takal. A boar below 8 months frequently produce semen that is low in quantity and in quantity. That's why more than as much as possible, more than 8 months naming na siya. Okay, age sang board, pwede na siya magamit as takal. 7 months or less, that dapat wala pa, di pwede magamit as takal. 7 to 9 months, pwede nga twice a week lang siya gamiton as mangkasta. 9 to 12 months, 5 to 7 times, 12 to 18 months, 8 times, 18 to over 8 to 10 months, at 10 times per week. As I mentioned, dapat siya spread out. Hindi nga Monday pa lang, tapos ng 8 times niya. At pauwi sa until Sunday, break naman Monday. Dapat spread siya. Kung adlaw duwa, next day isa, next adlaw duwa, balat siya. Okay? Now, checking the boar's fertility before breeding season, general appearance, the boar should be active. Kung luya siya or less aggressive, there's a possibility that there are some problems or hindi namin ang condition to mate. Temperature, if the boar have high temperature, there's a possibility that there is some infections or may infection siya, and that would affect the number of normal cells produced. Evidencing hindi siya makapagsungit. Soundness of feet is very important. It is because the boar should mount the sow or the gelt. If the legs are injured or medyo luya, that could affect the performance of the boar in mating or breeding. Condition check is check to see if the boar is too far or too high. Overweight boars may have reduced libido and difficulty mounting. Underweight boars may lack energy and stamina for breeding. Hindi mo pwede nga dako-dako gid, hindi mo pwede nga niwa. Dako-dako gid, bugatan siya, kung niwa naman wala energy. Testicles, check if there's an enlargement or inflammation. Na kung may dako nga ring difference ang iyang testicle, ang itlog na kita sa likod, may tendency nga there is an problem in terms sa iyang testicle, and that would affect the mating process or the breeding process. Okay, next, after na ang mga ganun, no, kastahanan sa sword yelp, may possibility ng gusto ko siya. Now, let's discuss this lesson 7, monitoring signs of pregnancy of swine. Okay, so pregnancy or gestation period, if you can remember in our previous discussion, that would last for 3 months, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, or 113 to 116 days range. And if properly proper ang mating process, 80 to 90% mabusong siya ang baboy. Okay. And there are 4 stages. Yara, proestrus, estrus, metestrus, and destrus. Ang proestrus, this is pareha sa preheat. Preheat. Pareha sa preheat na siya. Preparatory stage for an animal coming into heat. Estrus, this is in heat. Na-discuss na last time. Petestrus, it is the time when after the breeding process or mating process, it is a time when the fertilized egg move to the uterus, that is metestrus. Okay? Proestrus, it is preparatory stage. Estrus, first day of standing heat, 1 day lang ang estrus siya. And then after mating, ma-fertilize ang egg, metestrus na matabo. Fertilized egg is moving into the uterus. And the estrus, it is the longest stage. Establishment of corpus luteum, it is the longest stage of estrous cycle because recognition of pregnancy happen during this phase. Okay. Next. Estrous cycle, 21 days, ranging from 70 to 21 days. I mentioned that last time. Okay. And then, what are the symptoms of pregnancy? Of course, kung wala na nagliwat or nagbalik ang iyang estrous cycle, meaning, that's an indicator that the sow or the yelp is pregnant. Na wala na nagbalik ang iyang estrous period. Increase of weight, enlargement of the abdomen, and development of the mammary gland is some of the indicators that the sow or yelp is pregnant. There are some ways to diagnose if the sow or yelp is pregnant. Number 1 is Doppler, used to distinguish a movement of the object such as fetal heart, pulsating of blood through umbilical vessels and uterine arteries of pregnant sow or yelp. So basically, gina-check kung may movement sa iyang tiyan. And if there's a possibility na busong siya. Number 2 is a scanner, something like ultrasound. Completed identity pregnant sow from non-pregnant sow allows for reproductive management, reduced number of non-productive days. Okay, and next one is the handling and farming of sow and suckling. Bali, after mabusong, mabata na siya, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So, paano naman niya i-handle ang birthing process? Farming is the process of giving birth sa piglet or pagbata, farrowing. Pagbata, farrowing, giving birth of swine, farrowing. And ginagamitan sa natawag na farming barn. Farming barn is specialized facility, for the sow to give birth. But gina-separate ang mother, so ang sow or yelp sa iyang mga bata so that hindi niya accidentally madaganan, mapatay. Mga tendency na mapatay ang mga bata for injury because tendency nga madaganan niya ang mga bata. So ang farming barn is a specialized equipment wherein it is used intended for farming. So that after na magbuwa ang tarang nga bata, patiting mga bata without the tendency na mapatay sila because mapilpilan sa ilang mother. That's the importance of a farming barn. Importance of proper handling, reduce stress, no, sa nanay, sa mga bata, ay minimize risk of premature farrowing or injuries. So guidelines for handling pregnancy, ang mga gabusong, provide stress-free environment. Of course, tanong sa gabusong, they are very sensitive. Quiet dapat, comfortable area, and avoid loud noise. Moderation, feed, balanced diet, regular check of signs of illness and discomfort. Because that would affect also the the offspring or ang mga bata sila. Move so carefully, use low stress handling technique when you do so far in pets. Di pwede pag bakul-bakulon. Let the sow naturally or walk into the farm pen on its own. Pwede nga piliton or bakulon. That would give stress sa nanay. Okay? So what are the signs that the sow or guilt is about to farrow? Number one, there is a red enlargement and reddening of the vulva. Okay? Nagadako kag nagapulang iyang vulva or ang iyang reproductive organ exposed sa iyang likod. There's a swollen udders and milk let down. Nagagwa na ang milk sa iyang tits or sa iyang udder. Yan nipples. And resistance or nest building behavior. Sa mga, hindi siya pakali. Reduce appetite, gana, increase body temperature slightly above 39 degrees Celsius. Those are some of the signs of farrowing. So timing, farrowing typically occurs 114 days, as you can remember. And how to manage it? Siyempre dapat disinfect din ang mga farrowing pens. The piglets, litters are very sensitive because they're still young. Dapat clean, dry ang beddings. Maintain temperature between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius for sow and 32 to 34 degrees Celsius for piglets at pig area. And after na i-separate binak, for example, ang mga kabataan, dapat taas daw ang temperature compared sila anak na bata sila. You need to have warm temperature. Warmer temperature compared to the bigger ones. Assisting during farrowing, this is being done by the farmer if during the pagbata agad or giving birth is ang pigs. Ensure piglets are breathing by clearing their airways if necessary. Now, there are tendency nga ang ilang mga mutic, do ang ilang inunlan or ang ginasugdan lang, placenta, pagkatabong sa ilang baba. Once magisi na matabong sila nga baba. So, dapat i-clear out sa farmer para makaginawa mayo. Dry piglets with a clean towel to prevent chilling and assist the difficult birth by gently pulling the piglets. Tapos mas pagbata sa tawa, assist nga butungon. And after the magwa, dapat tumalahong with tapukan. Okay, caring for suckling piglets, immediate post-birth care. Dry and warm the piglets, place them in heated crib and immediately after birth. Ensure colostrum intake. Piglets should consume colostrum within first 6 hours of birth for immunity. Colostrum is the sa gatas ang nanay. Sa natawag mo colostrum. Dapat makatitik yung bata for immunity. Importante na siya. That's the first thing nga dapat ngayon mo or i-consume sa mga bata para maging immune sila sa mga masakit. Okay? Navel care, disinfect the navel with iodine or to prevent infections. Ang ilang pusod, kinutdan sa ilang inunlan. Pusod, dapat butangan sa iodine or povidone iodine. Mga betadine sa aton pa. Betadine is a brand actually. Monitoring piglets, watch a sign of weakness or failure to thrive. Foster piglets with another sow if necessary. There are tendency na, for example, may isa out of 10 piglets, may isa din ang gamay. And may tendency nga ma-injury siya kung iupod siya sa iban ng mga utod niya. So, mas nami kung isailon siya sa iban niya so para hindi siya ma-damage or hindi siya mapatay. Iron supplementation, administer iron injection with 3 days to prevent anemia. That's for the piglets, no? Tail dockings or teeth clipping is an optional thing, optional to perform. But if needed, for example, kapatiti siya sa ang nanay, tendency nga makagat sa kabataan ng iyang teats or nipple. Hindi sa mapapatiti na, so sa di makatiti mo yung mga bata, hindi siya pwede kay sakit. Okay? And also, tail docking is being performed as early as possible, especially if do lagbagid ang breed nga sa baboy, lagbagid nga ikog, tendency na siya maka-infect, maka-cause ang mga infection later on. As what I've said, if you can remember sa ating discussion, kung ang daan ang yang ikog, naga-stay ang mga bakterya ay nag-iwigo sa iya nga reproductive organ to the point kung cautious ang mga infection, mga UTI, urinary tract infection. Now, this time, let's proceed with our lesson about common swine vaccine. We're now second to the last topic in swine infection. Common vaccines, these are substance used to stimulate immunity. Starting mentioned last time. Because these vaccines are actually the virus itself, but in a state wherein that virus cannot affect anymore the animal. You'd be weakened or pwedeng death the virus. So that is a vaccine. Purpose pa lang sa vaccine is to stimulate the immune response of the animals that, like us people, human, nandiyan kita during COVID sa vaccine. Actually, vaccine is a virus also. Ang purpose ng vaccine is not a medicine. No, a vaccine is a virus, and the medicine is our immune system. Ang purpose na para at least mayara ang ating immune system sa ginabawag na idea. Now, once magsunod ang muling virus, ilala na niya and manala niya paano mag-respond. Okay? So, ano siya, though, more on making our immune system familiar with the virus. So that when the actual virus, the live one, the active one, a virus that affect the animal or us human, our immune system can already combat that because nakilala. We're making ourselves or the animal immune with the virus. Immune in the sense that the immune system can already identify and combat or kill that virus. Okay? So that is the vaccine. Are you following? So are not typically prepared for an inactive or weakened form of causative agent, constituents, or products. Virus mo siya yan. Now, there are types of vaccines, live vaccines. Now, live vaccines use a weakened or attenuated form of germ that cause diseases. These vaccines are so similar to the natural infection. Do they help prevent? They create strong and long-lasting immune response. They need to be kept cool. Okay? These are actually weakened. Mga virus ko sila yung same with some 99% similar sa gustong sa virus kung gusto i-combat or i-immune sa animal. And because they are live in a weakened form, they need to be kept whole. Like kung hindi, mapatayin sila. Virus actually are very sensitive to temperature. Though may mga virus nga ano nga they can live with too much heat. But there are virus nga patay sila. And take note, this virus should be used in a weakened form. So meaning dapat i-keep sila nga buhi. So they need to be kept cool. Yan naman nga inactive or dead virus. Ginatuya ang active, they are live but weakened. They are inactive or they are already dead. Inactive vaccine may contain whole organisms, antigenic parts of organism, or antigens which have been synthesized chemically. They usually don't provide immunity that as strong as live vaccines, so you may need several doses over time or booster shots in order to get ongoing immunity against the disease. Okay? So compare niya sa may active or live virus. Ang inactive niya, uh, they make the animal less immune. Ang laing gidya ang response sa ating immune system or sa immune system sa isang animal if ang giturok sa ila is a live vaccine. Ma-identify gid niya. So mangin immune din siya from that virus because ang immune is like compare sa inactive or dead vaccine. Okay? But however, hatag mo sa immunity, but less. Immunity nga, but exercise mo mga booster shots. Okay? Meaning sa una, sa ginaano kita, injeksyonan kita ng isang pagpapaksin natin sa COVID na may mga booster shots. Probably those vaccines are dead or inactive vaccines, inactive virus. Meaning, patayin sila yan. And that's why may mga booster shots nila. Wala ko sa booster shots. Kagawa lang po sa impact. So, kagawa lang ko yung pagiging kita ko booster shots. Gawain ako nagpa-vaccine. I know iba sa inyo may mga booster shots. Yeah. Next. So these are some common vaccines. Dumutawang vaccine actually. The vaccine depende na sa virus ang gusto nga combat nila. Okay? So these common vaccines are used to combat common swine diseases. Okay? Number 1, hot cholera vaccine. Very simple lang yan mag-identify sa kung ano vaccine ang para sa isa ka virus because arat mismo sa ngalan sa vaccine ang virus. Being injected for those swine that experience hot cholera disease. This viral disease is the most fatal disease of swine and infectious infection lasts 5 days. So see, like swine flu vaccine, it's respiratory disease of pigs caused by type A influenza virus. Makalala. Pabilong na din siya sa family sang swine flu, ang African swine fever. Pilyahan na sila sa mga virus. However, Although may mga di ko sure kung may vaccine sa ang African swine, but we can simply say that it is still in the process of perfecting it, if ever there is. Since there's still cases of African swine fever in our country, not only in our country, also in other countries. Ang African swine fever na hindi mo na sa aton din. No, nag-abot lang man na diri sa aton from other country. Uh, Siyempre may ano ka talaga, nag-angkat ka talaga sa baboy yun. Nag-import kita sa baboy. That's the reason why mga diseases ko nag-spread po sa ating communities. Okay? So swine flu vaccine is used to combat sa mga influenza, type A influenza virus. And this virus is somewhat related to the virus that caused African swine fever. Okay, let's proceed. The next one. There is the Pellas vaccine. It is a vaccine that is given for the swine that are infected with NSFX. And this is also called diamond skin disease. So take note of diamond skin disease because of the appearance of diamond red spot from found all over the body of an infected pig. So the symptoms is very imminent on the skin. Okay, virus that affects. Next is colibacillosis vaccine for E. coli. E. coli vaccine. So, sa nga ginakontak, kinakombat is an E. coli. So, E. coli is a bacteria. One of the major diseases of swine is typically bacterial disease caused by pathogens. Ang Lichtenstein code. This mostly causes death in neonatal and recently with sa mga bata. Intestinal problem siya. Palipot-lipot, E. coli vaccine, referral, leishmaniasis vaccine. Are you following? Right, next is the leptospirosis vaccine. Leptospirosis is not only affecting human but also some other animals like swine, cattle, sheep, horses, and us. It caused by bacteria known as Leptospira. It can be found in the urinary tract and the kidney. And it is very deadly, especially for human, ang hindi nga virus. Kaya makuha siya kuno sa mga tayo sa ilaga or isang ilaga. Ang contaminated sa ilaga, mga tubig, contaminated sa ilaga. Siyempre ang ilaga nga nagadala sa virus. Common siya sa mga ilaga. These are very deadly. Once na leptospirosis na durabis, patay. Once na magpa na mga symptoms ng leptospirosis. Very deadly. Next is swine pneumonia of Mycoplasma pneumonians. Since nga pneumonia naman siya, but naman something to do with the respiratory system. And lung, ang inyang infections happening in the lung or the respiratory system. The disease is prevalent in piglets 3 to 10 months of age. The microbe weakens the lungs in other animals with other respiratory infection. Next. Alright, so I think that's all for common swine facts. We're down here in the last lesson for uh, swine production. This time, raise piglets to wean after bata, i-vaccinate na siya. I-start kita sa so, ano yun, start kita galaimin sa lechon ng 4. So, nagbata. Pagbata agad, i-vaccinate. At this time, we're now in raising piglets to wean. Okay? The what is weaning? Weaning refers to the process of removing piglets from their mother's womb. In a simple term, using our dialect, weaning is lutason. Meaning, puntakton ang bata sa pag-breastfeed sa grade sa iyak natin. That is the meaning of weaning is transitioning them to solid food from their mother's milk. That is weaning. And this typically occurs, take note, around 3 to 4 weeks old. Almost 1 month. Almost 1 month, ginawin na or ginalutas na ang piglets sa ilang nanay. Okay, are you following? Yeah. Now, there are some important things that should be considered in order to perform proper weaning. Proper weaning will reduce stress and digestive issue. Kung proper ang iyong pag-wean. Proper ang pag-conduct mo sa weaning. And then, it will ensure if properly conducted, it will ensure better growth rates and survival and prepare the piglets for efficient feed conversion. Basta proper. Paano hambal kung proper ang pag-wean? Perform proper weaning, dapat gradual. Introduce the solid feeds early at 1 to 2 weeks of age. Okay? Yung sampul-sampulan mo lang dikit nga at tayo sa normal na mga starter feeds. Pwede nga right feeds natin. Ano siya na, ang mga food or gagmay. Food or gagmay ng mga forms ng feeds. Food siya. And then, tama siya sa mga feeding tray or feeding bowl, and let the pig feed from it. Again, hindi na siya hindi na siya nag-cook na or starter feeds na din. Food pagit siya. And there is a possibility na hindi nakauwi yun o hindi hiyang sa atong powder ang piglets piglet mo. Yan siya may tendency nga mas-switch ikaw. Okay? May tendency nga mas-switch ikaw. Pero take note nga once kung hindi sila ganitin hiyang, for example, hindi mo sa gipakakaw sila sa feed, naglupot siya. O nga na. That's normal. nga mayara times nga do naglaki iya nga tayo sa takayaw. Akad ka masuway sa tunawan. That's normal because since nga you are just producing that kind of things sa iya, the tendency nga nag-adjust pang iya nga mga digestive enzyme sa iya tiyan. Yung mga digestive enzyme are those na somehow help decompose or break down sa iya nga ginakaon. Okay? So, ang mo, once nga makikita nimo nga may changes sa iya nga hoops, for example, that is normal. Hindi yan nga pagkita, uy, dito po sa taya, islam mo naman sa brand. Islam mo naman sa feeds. Karon wala na to time na mag-adjust sa iya nga digestive enzymes. If ever, wala gid sa miura or nami, so lakas sa kaliya kapon ng iyang heat, you can change actually, pero gradual lang. No? Over 5 to 7 days. Pero hindi nga good bigit. No? For example, tayo kasi drip feeds ang imo ginugin magamit. Kaon. 3 days. 5 days, let's say for example. Nakita ni mo do wala yung changes. Do nag-alap po siya yan. And kung 5 days na nga magyapon, magyapon, you can now start transition to other feeds. But, amat-amat na dulaon mo lang, pag-amat introduce lang sa magpo. Meaning, for example, una na may 50% si feed, grip feed A, 50% si feed grip feed B. Buy siya and then pag the next naman nga hapon or as the next day is 40% grip feed A, 60% grip feed B. Meaning, sa bottom line, transition the change of the feeds or grip feeds gradually. Okay, gradually, amat-amat yun. Okay, are you following? Alright? So again, you start creep feeding at 2 weeks old. Using some creep feed, highly, these are highly digestible feed. And as much as possible, you maintain same feed type for 1 week. And if you want to change the feed, transition dapat gradual over 5 to 7 weeks. Day 1, 50% at night. Day 2, mga 40%. Day 3, move po. Kung may nga staggered po, kung wala rin nga 7, na yan, pala, 50. Sa gradual siya, hindi na subukan lang, feed A, gusto mo mag-change sa feed. Pag the next day, feed B, naman, automatic. Balda ng baboy. Okay. Winning day feeding management. Reduce feed amount on winning day when over eating and it is a problem. 1 kilogram of starter feed for 10 weeks. 10 to 4 times a day. So, na siya, no? Some reminders naman on how to eat. Dapat, hindi ito mo gusto mo, hindi mo kausang pa. Take, may talaga kakon or attributed kasi attributed feeding last time. Unlimited feeding is when feeds is available all the time. cows, they have some parents too. So in this case, that kind of feeding strategy or feeding method is not because that would cause over with their voracious and they're still young and just they should be protected from overeating. Okay, because that could affect their digestions and may possibly sleep. Okay. So 1 kilogram pre-starter feed for 10 piglets. So dapat i-quantify it siya. 1 gram for 10 piglets. And they should be fed for 3 to 4 times a day. Ensure equally feeding opportunity, providing enough space, ensure all pigs eat, and prevents dominance issues. There are cases, especially if the space of feeding tray, for example, is small, there is a possibility na kung sa iba, kaya hindi kakapon mga luya. Gagawa na sila, they're animals and they're uh, thinking of their neighbors or what they're thinking of is only for them to survive, in order for them to survive, stage or eat. Avoid that if you provide enough space para makaka-out. And syempre, spread out maayos sa feeding tray ang ilang mga pagkaon so that they will not uh, gather in one spot on causing some other piglets not have their feet to eat. The next, gradually increase feed gradual. Increase feed over a week should reach about 3% of piglets body. So, median 25, iba na bata, kung pag-abot, and 3% of its weight. That should be the amount of feeds. Kasi pakausi. Okay? So, meaning, kung ano siya, no, kung ang kilo niya is, let's say, are kasama sa mga 10 kilos, so you get the 3% of 10 kilos, that is 0.03. That one, okay, that's 0.03. And then 0.003, what the 3%? 0.003. That's 0.003. Kung 10 kilos ang baboy, dapat ang mga ano siya is 0.003 kilogram. So, gamay-gamay na. Hindi pwedeng kung 10 kilos ang baboy, mo 50%. 5 kilos isang feeds ng tao. O, ang ginatugap nila ay mean sa iya ginapaka. Dapat na. Parang 0.003 to comply na quantify. Pag bottom line is abata. Patabanta naman siya. Next, restricted feeding approach prevents diarrhea and bloating, varies better nutrition and absorption. So, restricted feeding, sometimes, hindi lang po sa time ginagabayan siya ng magkinako. Okay? Meaning you are controlling the amount of feed given. That allowing them to access the feeds, have access to the feeds all the time, or should meet ang unlimited feeding. Okay? So, ang ano daan, ang unlimited PD, kawayan sa bangka, there is a possibility na may katayanias na issue about digestion, bloating matabo. So that would be the possible effect of unlimited feeding for piglets. That's why ang gina-prefer is restrictive feeding. Okay? Okay, let's proceed. Uh, avoid mixing liters in a day. Wait at least 1 week after stress to reduce stress in fun. So hindi nga mga ano mga strangers yung mga liters ng mga gagmay ng mga pigs, baboy. If they're strange to each other, there are farms nga daan even di baguto di nga tiko masasapin. Kaya gagmay naman sila. Sa nang lain-lain ng alanan na they are being kept together. Uh, if they're not uh, unfamiliar to each other, strange pa sila sa isa isa. Dapat hindi sila na ano na, doon because it would create stress. Their tendency mag-naway na sila. Okay? So, group piglets by size and strength prevents bullying and structures. Be careful. Let's get proper nutrition. So, what I've said a while ago, survival of the fittest actually ang contact. Okay? If you kept different types of different size of piglets, there is a possibility that those small one cannot get proper nutrition. Since they cannot compete to those with the strength or bigger size ng mga piglets, mas kay buliho na siya. So they cannot compete, then they will eventually die. That would be the fate of those who cannot thrive or compete those with strength or piglets with more strength. Okay? Are you following? Yeah. Now, as to the environmental consideration, it should the temperatures, ventilation should be maintained. As to the temperature, dapat 26 to 30 degrees Celsius lang for wind piglets. Okay? Take note, medyo bugnaw na siya. 26 to 30 bugnaw na siya. Ang aircon sa may modo 24 na. So 26 is room temp na siya, pero dapat talan sa shade probably. Okay. Dapat may ventilation to reduce respiratory problems. Ventilation, passing of air. Okay? And dapat dry and clean ang mga vents. Get infections. Virus and cause infections are actually very active if the place is wet or dampy and may avoid sudden temperature changes. Cold stress weakens immune response. Yan siguro bilang siguro makakatakbo sa mga farms that they are actually using air conditioning. Mga farms na they are using air conditioning to manage the temperature inside the tank. Okay? Okay. Next, let's move on with the methods. So there are two methods of cleaning. There's what we call abrupt And abrupt only is not particle gets from water. Okay? Meaning, uh, gulpianay, tanan nga piglets kwaon sa mother or totoo patiti siyang nakikapot. Piglets are suddenly removed from the soul, which is entirely solid. Basta yung say abrupt, gulpianay. The soul is taken away from the piglets all at once. Piglets must immediately rely on restarter or starter. This method requires what we should this method requires that we should reduce so it days before we reduce milk and milk and minimize other problems. So abrupt method is actually affecting not only the piglets but also the mother or the soul. Okay, it can affect the piglets in the sense that they are being introduced to solid food without them being trained to that kind of food. Meaning, paon, palutason, gulpi. Wala pa nga naging pakakaon na isang doon body nga feeds. Ginutas na siya. And tanan ginalutas. Tanan nga piglets. Lutas. Hindi yan nga mag-amat. For example, lutason na yung mga durutag ko ba? Kabili na yung mga gurugag, may titi na sa na ano ya, regardless of the size, nagkuman o gamay, tas kung tanan sa isa kaso. Okay? And that would based on the previous discussion about management of weaning, management of or weaning piglets, dapat i-introduce sana sa ila ang amat-amat kapag pagkaon sa solid food. Now, ang hindi nga classes ng weaning method did not only affect the mother, the piglets, but also the mother. This would cause other problems. Other UDDER, other. Ang iyagid siya nga, mammary gland, or ang iyang tits. Ay, syempre, kung gulpi mo gikuha, the other of the mother will still produce milk. And if there's no piglets that would get those milk, that would cause discomfort, discomfort, di na mangin na nami sa feelings ng nanay. No, paano siya masakit, siya nga other, siya nga mammary gland. Kaya mammary gland niya, masisigil ng sa milk. Pero wala sa negative. Pero sa tao, lalo sa una ko nga mga sister, once siya nag-travel siya sa mga piya nga bata, nagdala siya sa bucket kung may ice, ng mga chill ice pa rin nagamit sa una. Then every time yung sa aeroplano, may mga mga breastfeeding area. Kaya na yung napampang ang gatas. Kung di pag ipamp sakit. Kung wala sa ice, wala lagi na pump yung nagiging kung ginahula lang. Because once nga mother niya, nagka-produce niya sang milk mother niya. If hindi siya magwa, that would affect affect the mother or cause some uncomfortable feeling. Sakit. That's the effect of abrupt method. Again, abrupt method will not only affect negatively the piglets, but also the mother. Okay? So that's one method of weaning. Let's move on to another one. Advantage na tayo. Advantage, simple and time efficient because sigay lang. Why niya matatanay sa gagmay nga tapos gamay nga pagkaon sa taga-titi. na simple lang siya. Agrupihan. Also, one of the advantages is reduced risk of disease transmission. So, ang mga kung may masakit di ba ng nanay o during sa pag-ibig, ang masakit sa diabetes to avoid transmission of that disease. Abrupt na lang, o sunod na lang. Just emergency cases siya. Okay? Ang disadvantage siya ng abrupt weaning or abrupt method of weaning, it could cause high stress level to piglets. Because you are introducing strange food from them, solid food from milk abruptly, it can lead to digestive issue. And sometimes that would affect the feeding behavior of the piglets. Is na namin magkakawan. Next, it may cause growth lag in weaker piglets. Siyempre, once may katitik, gamay sila nga na sakit sila nanay. There's a possibility na hindi sila makatribe even na makalimol sila nga pakanon later age. Pero sa tao, once galing bata pa lang narikutoy na about galing bata ko pa na ulay, ipawiwan. Stress siya pala, gamay pala. Ako man sa tanong galing stress gamay pa lang. Ito din sa nga, hindi na isip mo ako, narikutoy na gitsin. Siguro na siya. Next method is gradual method. Unlike abrupt method, gradual meaning matapang. So it is being done very large piglets in the litter first. Kung ang abrupt method at one time ilotason tanan nga piglets regardless of their size, gamay or dako. Liya, kung naam na ilotason ng gagmay, ay may nagagmay. Ang dagko, before lotason ang gagmay. Yan, tayo man ang gagmay para maka-adjust ito, makapagdako. Again, and I think ang ilay nga pagdako once nga they are being and they have been breastfed by their mother, especially in the early age. Okay, smaller piglets can then occupy the more developed teats of the soul, formerly being occupied by bigger piglets. So I've said, nagatagko ng mga bigger piglets because they are stronger. Because they are stronger, syempre sila ilang may priority sa mga teats ng ilang mother na damo gatas. So meaning, kung gamay ka na, marikutoy, kigit, pero marikutoy ka na lang yung marikutoy kung hindi ka makakaon maayo. So ito, so natagko, parang gagmay, makakaon man sang maayo. So that's gradual method. Nahon na nagko, forget. These are slow transition from milk to solid food feed over time. Yan amat-amat. Samtang nagatindi sila, they are also eating solid food. But in percentage lang. Okay? Now, the amount of time piglets spend during nursing is gradually reduced. Feed is introduced to while piglets are still nursing. Muna kung gisap lang nagatindi sila, they are being introduced with solid. So it should move from short period each day to help piglets adapt. So hindi lang niya ang feed sa ginamanage, but also they're somehow different emotions, siguro kay sapat itong emotions na. But they are being trained not to be with their mother. Wow, so balik naman. Balik so para maano sila, maanan sila. Advantage, lower stress level, better digestion and feed intake, reduced risk of post-weaning dairy. Disadvantage, it requires more time management leading to excessive feeding time among piglets. Consistent because first mga ginawin ang mga naragpo and then huli ng mga naragpay. That's why inconsistent ang feeding time. Okay. So, ano siya yung summary? Abrupt in terms of stress level, high siya, low ang gradual. In terms of digestive health, risk of digestive issues, ang abrupt and smooth transition niya. sa gradual. Management easy ang abrupt, requires effort and control, and growth impact, possible of growth lag sa mga sa abrupt method, stable growth for the gradual method. Okay? Now, let's move on with feeding. Suggested feeding scheme for kids and winners. Age 5 to 20 days, 1.5 to 5 kilogram. Okay, feed 40 grams, and type of feed is booster. 21 to 46 days, starter na sila. Ang taas ang ilagay na pagka-out per head per day. Okay? Kung 5 to 20 days lang niya, 40 grams per day, per head. Kada baboy, count 40 grams. Kung 21 to 46 days, 200 to 500 grams feed per head. Di niya nga, no? Siyempre kung ano sila, kasi example, 20 days, tapos 5 sila kami, times 5 ni 40, so nga, pila 200 grams per day. May 5 sila kami. It is only per head. Damo sila di ay, type na lang. For these 60 days, restarter gyapon, 600 to 1,000 grams per day, meaning sa kilo na 1,000 grams at 1 kilogram. Kung 46 to 60 days na, mga more or less, mga almost 2 months. Okay. Sige. Alright. So I think that's all for our swine production. And that would be the coverage of our long test text for unit 2, unit 1.2 swine production. Okay? Sige.